I'm so impressed by the fact that Olaf, with this kind of return, he had another disgustingly good game on an individual level, and it's got to be worrying where like you think they're coming into this event and you're saying, okay, if there's going to be a weakness, it's Olaf maybe being rusty, maybe not being ready for this level of play, and the fact that they're finding ways to lose still. I mean, dropping this map to Fnatic, it's not like done and dusted just yet. But if they get knocked out in 2 series in this tournament, and they go look back at the stats, and Olaf was like their best player of the event, that's not ideal.
Yeah, I mean, I
guess it doesn't matter who's on the top if you're getting knocked out, but it's just the opposite of what you'd expect.
And we've seen Croman. I mean, at times he was their best player statistically. And I'm struggling to say that. That was actually how unwilling I was to say those words, but it is true. And I would like to start moving on to our next map because we haven't got too much time. But it is Mirage, if I'm not mistaken. This is a map that we know Fnatic have always loved. We know FaZe have got famed mid-takes and all of that good stuff. This could be a very different looking second map, Yenko.
Yeah, definitely, because this was the map in the last best of 3 they played in Cologne, which Fnatic did manage to win in a series that was otherwise dominated by FaZe, and that was FaZe's pick then. So it was like pretty awkward. Maybe FaZe getting a little bit complacent after a 16-1, I believe it was, or 16-4 win on map 1 in that series. And I definitely expect this time around Fnatic to have a much tougher time really against FaZe on Mirage.
Especially because this is just a map that they're going to enjoy so much. Like Dust 2, like, you know, the concerns that we have of FaZe going into Dust 2 are not nearly the same about Mirage. This is a map they're well drilled on. They know it, obviously. Olaf's always been good on this map. You've been able to make it work even without him in there, with players performing at that level. So, yeah, like they're obviously a little bit uncomfortable with him coming back into it and some of the communication, as you mentioned, but they should be able to just be so comfortable with each other on this at this point that they'll be fine.
But also for a team who's been through everything, really, FaZe, you know, they won big games, they also lost some very big ones, made comebacks, lost to comebacks. In Cologne, I think they lost because of, you know, not having that mental fortitude more than anything else. Too big. They dropped Train, which was in their hands, and then they were completely flat on the decider. So I'm hoping we don't get a repeat of that here, where they feel like, oh, we should have won Dust 2, and then they're just not themselves on the following map.
Surely the return of Olaf gives you like some kind of boost in that department,
energy,
where it's like
sure.
you can't possibly have one of those kind of mental collapses with him coming back into it.
You mean like they did in Katowice? Or in Boston,
coming back,
or in
Oakland, not, you know, coming back, not being always there, you know, getting lackadaisical. They've got to all be hyped up. I will say one thing I noticed is I've never heard it out of the Fnatic side is those screams and those yells. Like usually the only time they do that is when they're making fun of like an American team that they're beating up on, who's yelling at after every single round. You don't often like they were screaming.
Yeah, Fnatic were excited, and so are you guys at home as well. We've been taking a little look over on the social media world, and lots of hype. People are getting into this one. Lots of love for, of course, the core of Fnatic. Flusher and Crim's getting some love from AIM level there. Yeah, I think I'd definitely be getting the popcorn out if I was at home. And more as well, Alexander gives us his thoughts. It does seem like Fnatic are getting the crowd shift. I'm pretty sure it was like a 70-30 split initially, but you guys enjoyed that Dust 2, and you certainly are going to enjoy our second map, Mirage. Before we do go, though, one final reminder to go ahead and make sure you set a reminder to watch the road to the Boston Major. Of course, FaZe a big part of that story, and if you want to catch on exactly how that went down and get all that behind-the-scenes goodness, you can. It's 12 p.m. Eastern, Friday, July 27th, and all 5 episodes for the Twitch premiere. That's right, it hasn't been seen on Twitch before. You've only seen it if it was on your telly screens. And with all of that said, Fnatic and FaZe Clan are about to battle on Mirage. Could FaZe really be the second team eliminated here at ELEAGUE Premier 2018? The fist bumps will be going in, and we'll be right back.
will shut it all down. Modifier gets himself 3 kills on the spray. Guardian is an absolute god.
Nico, what on earth is going on? What a retake from FaZe.
Welcome back to the Boost Mobile cast. I'm at Cast FaZe. It's time for Mirage, and FaZe are, perhaps surprisingly, down a map. That was a really wild game of Dust 2. That was absolutely crazy. Could have gone either way, but Fnatic shut it down in overtime.
Perhaps surprisingly, absolutely surprisingly. I don't think anyone expected that. We all predicted towards FaZe, and Fnatic, they played really well. It's awesome to watch that performance, and that actually, I'm leaning towards them now for this next map.
Guardian, he's a fan of potassium. He's had his banana, and now he'll be looking to be very explosive on Mirage. Had a very good effort, all things considered, on Dust 2 with the scouts. And there's that man, Crims, and the rest of his team. He was in for an outstanding performance as well. Everybody firing on Dust 2, but will it continue on Mirage? We've seen performances come and go today. This week, in fact. This will be a very interesting game of Counter-Strike.
Oh, this is such a good map for Fnatic to be on. I have memories from when Crims had his last period of absolute dominance. It was all about his Mirage play as well. I cannot wait to see that. We will have FaZe starting off on the CT side, and they will go for no diffuse kits. That could be interesting. We'll have to see if that will come into play with Fnatic going for a B push. This is going to be an explosive one.
This is the jump one that goes in the window, I believe. I think I learned about this week. Let's see if he deploys it. This is the one smoke grenade, and it would be quite an interesting one. Nico's been picked off, though, in the meantime. And there goes, yeah, it is going into the window position. Karrigan will get taken out from the other windows. Sorry, Olofmeister will. Karrigan still alive here by the bench position, repositioning, but not really getting much of anything done. Guardian in that short area now. There's a player by the pillar. No bomb plant pressure just yet for Fnatic. They need position. That's some of it, and that's more of it. 3 kills so far for JW. Rain gets a 1v1 and wins it. And maybe now the bomb will go down.
Been a great round for Fnatic so far. Money guaranteed. Round feels perhaps somewhat guaranteed. Rain tagged down low. In the 1v2 has to go through one of 2 horrible choke points. Number 1, and that is a great setup from Fnatic. Beautiful round. 4 kills from JW. And that is, I love rounds like that. They're decisive. They guarantee the bomb plant. And
wow.
That, I was going to say, the pick-off of Nico in mids was pretty strong from JW. He is not messing around, and that's very encouraging for Fnatic.
All over the shop. See Crims got a frag with the P250 as well, which is nice. Right then, FaZe Clan going for the full force buy. Guardian on the scout once again. It's becoming his best friend in this series. But will it deliver him some kills? 3 players looking to push the top mid position, or at least wait for a push from the CT side. Guardian smoked off for the time being. Rain and Nico in A, and we can see Olofmeister with a very dangerous gun. Opted for the golden koi. Can he find some fish, though?
Guardian stayed in that smoke and waited forever, and still got a tag onto JW. That's, oh, hello! Nico pushing down the connector stairs, having a quick goosey gander. And he will find himself a frag. That's a very important pickoff. And again, now we start to think, okay, JW's been tagged already by the scout of Guardian. Now this starts to get dangerous. Fnatic must have a protocol. They must have a decisive way to play out of this, and they start to rotate into the B apartments. And I don't think there's going to be a way that this is easy for them.
Rain's pushed T-ramp, which means that FaZe Clan have the information. But how likely is a play from mid to A by the T side? Probably unlikely, so FaZe with Guardian rotating away from CT, moving towards that B bomb site. Flush is staying top mid. We see the bomb in apartments now, but Rain continues to creep. They've got to be careful, Fnatic, because Olofmeister could hear the sound cues in apartments. So much information now. Nico's the only man in A. Watching the cross. Flusher making his way in. This is a point of no return for Fnatic. 30-second mark as they look to move into the B bomb sites.
And this is, could be a free one, no. But for Olofmeister, perhaps. Flusher stuck between 2 sides. Olofmeister so quick with that first kill. He's got plenty of time for the second. In goes Guardian. He'll get discarded as Crimson exists now. Will get the bomb plant. That is a saving grace, but they've got to hold off the 3 remaining players, and they are critically weak. Exist taking an aggressive angle, and it's needed. He will execute Olofmeister, and still 2 players to go. It's all up to Exist now, and we've seen what he's capable of. He's got the information as to where the players are coming from as well. It's all set up for him. But he has to get the first shots Oh, he doesn't have the health to put a foot wrong. That's beautiful. Knows where the next player is. Time is of the essence. No kit for Nico, and he gets the kill. Has he got time here? Oh,
he hasn't got it. I don't think he's got it.
It's so close.
Oh, maybe he's got it.
This is really close.
Nico, is there time?
Oh my God!
Oh, he's been denied.
Oh man!
Oh dear. He got the slow roll, man. The aces came over slow. God, Rain won a duel versus the AK of Crims with a Mac 10 from the market position. What is that?
That's crazy, isn't it? Oh, he feels robbed.
Can't believe the bomb exploded.
He's been robbed.
I can't believe they've done this. Why isn't it defused? 0-2 for Fnatic. As you said, Dan, the most dangerous rounds for Fnatic seem to be the ones where FaZe Clan have crap buys, force buys, and ecos.
And I guess that really speaks to Fnatic being underprepared from a routine perspective. But we've never known them to be that team. They've always been the team that thrives in, creating chaos.
Is it a case of too much respect? It can be a hard line to jiggle on. Is it too much respect for their opponent? Too expectant of a crazy play? Overusing their time advantage? Exist thinks it's hilarious. Winning is winning.
Troll.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great time to have a laugh when you're map up anyway. We're still winning. The SMGs are out now on 3 of the 5 players of Fnatic, and maybe that will give them the physical and mental freedom to have a better grasp on this round. It is a... Look at his buy from FaZe.
Yeah, it's interesting that they decide to force it up again. It usually would save, full save here. And they don't have helmets, really, just 2 players with helmets, and with the Mac 10s and MP7. That's going to make them a lot stronger. So this might backfire massively for FaZe. This is a big gamble. I wonder if it's even a tilt buy.
I do, but the thing is, like, Fnatic have had so many problems in these kinds of rounds, and they won't expect this to. They're expecting USPs, and there is a UMP, not a USP. What the hell's going on? That's what Fnatic have to ask now. How do they adjust to this? How do they adapt to this? Look at Olofmeister. He's in T-Spawn. Why is he there?
The bomb singing the B apartments. Fnatic have the set pieces on the B site. They can try to run that. They've got smoke and a flashbang left, and we'll see the smoke going down into the window. But the rotation's already coming in for FaZe. We've seen a round like this just previous, and
they're not running anything down. They're running into the police.
This is so scary. Rain's close with the UMP. Draken testing every angle, every corner. Karrigan gets the kill as they try to rotate back through to middle.
Oh my God. I can't open my eyes, Dan. Solo commentate, sorry.
There is, I don't know what's going on. There's chaos here. Go for the rotation. Nico finds another one. 2 players left. A 2v5, a 1v5. 15 seconds. I don't know. I don't think Fnatic have any idea what the hell just happened. I don't think there's communication that can possibly pass the information from one player to the next as to what is going on in a round like that.
I am absolutely flabbergasted.
Oh, man.
At what I just witnessed.
They survive with 5, James, and they pick up AKs. That's a money play. It's money. You're right, though.
That shows the power of FaZe.
Yeah.
They are saying these guys can't handle the rounds where we have crap buys. They don't know what to do. Let's buy. It makes no sense. Let's do it anyway. Let's wreck them. And that's exactly what's happened. They didn't get a single kill.
Yeah, I think you're actually completely right with that point. And well, Crims will respond with a deagle. That's a great start. So the aggression is neutered there for FaZe Clan. JW, we had an opportunity. Can't find it. It's creating some noise, some distraction. And Draken, he gets a... What is this game?
Guardian's in connector. Everyone has Kevlar on Fnatic. Exist is vulnerable. Guardian, he's seen somebody and he's tagged somebody. But Fnatic don't want to be in their photos. Karrigan making his way to CTA. And he's got a Mac 10. This could be nasty. The bomb's getting planted, though. There's 0 utility for Fnatic, and they may feel vulnerable. JW's in the B bomb site, going for a super big flank. Normally, a play like that would be for a bomb planted on shorts. But he's going for something else. Guardian's outside connector. He's waiting for a lurker, but they will never expect this.
Oof, my goodness. 2 players left now. How is this? How is this our reality? I think Anders is indeed running the simulation right now.
This is next. This is not even. This is another dimension of Counter-Strike. I don't know what's going on right now. But surely things will normalize. Surely. 2 force buy rounds with a force buying team. Don't lose a single player.
On
Mirage?
I don't even. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So Olaf likes to save the AK. Of course, the force buy
I've
comes in
never
again.
seen anything like this in, what was it, 4 years, 5 years?
Some number of years.
I've never seen that. Those 2 rounds, never mind the 1 round.
But FaZe buy up again, and this time their force buy includes 3 rifles. Obviously, Olaf Meister saved an AK, UMP and a scout. So it almost looks like a full buy. It's might be as close as we'll get in this game, judging by how it's gone so far.
Everyone's on fast forward. Flush are just going for it. And maybe Fnatic just need to simplify their anti-force buys and anti-ecos, because it seems they have overcomplicated it with their use of time and the positions they've given up.
Oh my God.
Boy, and it's going back again, isn't it? The Molotov, he's got a Molotov!
Well, he's dead. So
Ixis has got 14 HP. This is bizarre. It's like they've had like 2 insects, they put them in a jar and you just don't know what's going to happen.
what YouTube channels have you been watching? Well, it's really interesting because they also did what you said, which is the correct way to think about it. You
Where's
know,
the bomb, Dan? Where's the bomb?
make it simple. Try to just run a fast play into a bomb site with nades, and all the fights are 2 taps, E2 taps, and then they fall. Okay, yeah, that basically sums it all up. For Crims.
Imagine he almost gets a kill from it as well. He's too good to have a bad smoke which he can't get an advantage from. He's too good. But ultimately, there are 35 seconds. Exist went for a JW-esque flank, but it's not there for him. Gets picked off on the A side from CT, and this continues to be the most bizarre start to a game that I have seen in recent memory.
Hello.
But is there still time? 18 seconds. They've got to commit to this, surely. They have to commit to this. 2 versus 3. They haven't jumped out of the apps yet. There is a flank, which would surely egg them on to push, but it's Crims alone now. What does he do? Does he push forward? Does he throw the AK over the wall? So many questions!
And the flank is a big problem as well. Oh my God, Crims looks for it. Crims, where he died, he basically spent the entire round there, and FaZe are not a fan of squatting, so the police will take them away from the apartments.
Fnatic have the money for they've got good money to bring out AKs in this round. But look at Olaf Meister.
Yep.
I don't think he knew anything about that second kill. The bullet was perfect. He's playing Quake.
My goodness. Okay, so right. Another force by 1. Fnatic did not get the bomb down, but they do have, much like FaZe did in that previous round, enough money to buy 3 AKs. So we're going to see 3. Oh, okay. So they opt to go for a Galil for Exist instead of an AK, so he can have grenades. So I don't know if their comeback is a thing when. I mean, what's
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening, Dan. I don't know what's going on.
Right. Yeah. It's just a struggle. Everyone's on the struggle bus collectively, and it's falling off the cliff. As you say, eventually things have to normalize, but maybe not. There's no rule. There's no rule that says that's the case, but Fnatic will be changing things up. Previously, they went towards that fast B play. Now it will be a fast A play. And again, 3 AKs, Galil, CZ. That doesn't look too bad.
Smokes towards jungle. Smokes towards the stairs. Simple from Fnatic. They keep it simple, but there's a gap in that smoke. I can see it already. It's landed really weird, and the CTs will try to abuse. Look at the size of that gap! Tracker making his way into the connected position, and perhaps that gap has baited these players. Could it even be deliberate? I have no idea. It's a hard one to mess up. So perhaps. 2 CTs in the connected position. There are trades, but a bomb's gone down in the meantime. 2 versus 2. The T's are on the site. Exist by the 5 boxes, and Crims will continue to force his will on this round. Down to the 1 versus 1. Karrigan with a smoke and the kit. Crims not in the most ideal position. Smoke in the middle of the site to give him some space. But Crims can use that smoke as well. It's planted default. It's not planted for Crims. He's going to hold it. Of course he is. Karrigan's going to hold it. There are 2 seconds. He's holding it. He's holding it.
Oh! Crims! Oh, he finds the perfect timing. Oh, he denies Karrigan. Karrigan even came off it, I think. He actually tried to come off it.
I think he did.
I'm not sure if he would have won the rounds.
That was closer than Crims' shave.
Oh my God. Does he? I wonder.
He looked to his left, Karrigan.
Yeah. I wonder if he
I don't know
holds.
if he had any sound cues or what.
That is incredible. Okay, so Fnatic with a fast A play, they win. Okay, so James, we've already established, I think, that this game is just about clutches. Because we're seeing so much ridiculousness.
I don't know what this game is about. I don't even know if this is Counter-Strike or Rocket League right now.
See so much ridiculousness that it's just... We're going to see so many 1vx's. It's just going to be the way this game goes. And with teams which have players like this, that's just beautiful.
This is a mental series. This is... it's very engaging, though. Yeah, pretty much. That is awesome.
Oh, yes.
Social team are doing an outstanding job this weekend. Oh, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Mr. Ali, or Ali, whatever you prefer. So there is a technical timeout at the moment on the Fnatic side, and Crims is replugging in. Can't believe his ears, can't believe his eyes, neither can I.
This is what Fnatic live for, though, games like this. This is what
Absolutely.
they're always about.
They thrive in this situation. They are like that, that bacteria you just can't kill, no matter the situation. FaZe Clan have a choice to make. We've had 4 Force Buys won in a row, but as you get deeper into the half, when you're on a CT side and you're forcing back and forth, it doesn't really favor you. Although if they can continue to trade those force buys, then maybe it does. They are FaZe Clan after all, 4 versus 2 at the moment, and they are going to force. They're pressing the auto buys down.
Of course. Oh, 7-man shot by Force. 2 umps, AKs, full nades. Fnatic, again, these force buy rounds from FaZe have been troubling for them, but it seems like they're learning. They're adapting. They're running more decisive rounds. They're not going for these defaults and spreading out as Fnatic typically do in their anti-force buys. And one of the reasons why historically they've struggled there, but we'll see hopefully a more coordinated and decisive efforts to eliminate opportunities for FaZe. The longer you play rounds against them, the more opportunities they will have to frag you, to find ways to get that scout to reposition and so on and so forth.
This actually looks normal so far. It's only taken round 7 for some normalcy in this round, and now the entire Fnatic side are in the middle position. That pop flash will allow you to see a lot of connector, but there are still 2 angles to check. Crims is right, which he's checked. Crims is left, which he hasn't checked. Surely a CT was picked by then. Nico having a look. olofmeister has so much to do. He's close with the CZ. It's basically a FAMAS at this range. There's one. He's got 8 bullets left, and the trade will come in eventually. That could have been more, but Carrigan will do his best. He's got the M4 through connector. Now Rain trying to buy time. Great flash. And he's got the bomb. The bomb again is in a precarious situation. 2 versus 2. Crims moving off that short position, but he's got to get there before Carrigan does. And he does. Carrigan now moving in from the A site, 1 versus 2.
There's nothing normal about this, James. There's nothing normal about this. But Fnatic, if they win this round, FaZe will have to save finally. Carrigan, though, it's not done, but it is now. Crims takes him out, and finally, FaZe, they have to save now. I'm just looking. Yes, save has to be coming in now. There's no way they buy.
Just got to make sure.
There's no way they buy here. So Fnatic have finally done it. They have decisively won the battle of the force buys.
I have to say though, credit to FaZe Clan for starting off this absolute mayhem with that force buy, which you see 1% of the time. That's a 1% force buy. But it was fantastic awareness of the problems Fnatic were having. And it gave us some very bizarre rounds of Counter-Strike, which were very engaging indeed. And then it was stacked in middle position. And
oh my
of course, the USPs. Who needs to buy anything? You've got USPs. Let's kill 2 players and take some rifles.
Okay. Right. So 2 AKs picked up. The bomb is there as well. If they keep pressing, they might find it. Oh no. Caught in the vents. The trade comes in, and Draken takes one in the back of the head. But the AK is still lurking around in olofmeister's hands. He's picked up a smoke as well. Carrigan is too far away from any guns to collect them, and the flank from olofmeister could perhaps be predictable just because guns were dropped in that area. So they may expect a player to come from there, but his timing will be very strong. And Carrigan might not be able to help him out here in time. olofmeister just might have to go for this by himself, ahead of his teammate. He has that AK, and these players are incredibly weak. He can absolutely win this round for his team. Draken knows nothing about the abs, but now olofmeister sees everything. How did he find that? Still a chance for Carrigan, though. Mac 10 is actually pretty good here, but the angles are all covered. And once again, barely, James. They had only USPs, damn it. How is it going so? How is this happening?
I can't believe Draken gets this second kill. Like, that is... Look how much correction he had to do there. That is absolutely crazy. If he doesn't get that kill, they probably lose the round. So credit to him for doing that. olofmeister had the high ground advantage. The Molotov went past him. It didn't clip him. So he must have felt like he was in a very strong position. I think they might have both seen him. I'm not 100% sure, but indeed. Well, I mean, FaZe, that was the eco. Let's not forget now FaZe are on the buy. Oh my God, he's eaten a grenade in the face.
And let's not forget, Fnatic have map 1 in the bag as well. That's got to, like, stress will start to set in for FaZe here. FaZe are a team that typically have, these really strong CT sides. They get the ults rolling in, there's freedom on Nico and Guardian, and things get, troublesome for any team in the world. But Fnatic are having a great time on their CT side, and T side. We know they've got a strong CT side as well. Late into mids. Will they go down catwalk? olofmeister's there. The nades for the CTs are all but gone at this point. There's no smoke. Well, one smoke left from the CTs. So that's not a good sign for them.
One smoke left for the T's as well, which is a problem if they want to plant the bomb on the A site later on. Draken is lurking into the palace now. The bomb is in mid, and JW is in B app, so it's not clear where Fnatic will end up. But time has been an issue for them. They've had more issues than the average episode of Ricky Lake or something. 6 versus 2. Sorry, 6-2 for Fnatic. 2 players on the ramp. 30 seconds remaining.
Okay, so through connector they go, and it's going to work out pretty well. They have to rely, these FaZe players, just on the aim because there's no nades. There's no players to play off of, really. Oh, Nico's done a good job, and Rain is there. The Nico-Rain combo is done very well. And 10 seconds to plant, Flush has to go for it, and now it's the 1v1. Karrigan, he likely has the advantage here. Wow.
How about that?
Runs straight in there.
Instant statement from Karrigan. Much needed round for FaZe. Where the hell's the money going to be for these teams? Draken's got 6k now. He's got 8k. This is going to be another weird round.
Imagine if they lose this one, though, James. Like, the reset potential is so huge.
It's a good question, Nathan. It's a very good question. I don't think anyone knows what's going on right now. But we just got a real match. Guess what? Guardian has a scout. I don't think he likes the AWP anymore. Perhaps he's retired. Flusher with a Mach 10 on Mirage. That normally would suggest underpass in a buy versus buy round, because you want to get those close quarters engagements. You want to harass the connector area. Does Guardian go for the wall bangs? There are 2 positions where T's will commonly be behind the boxes. That's a good start to deploy grenades towards that short position, etc. Sorry, to connect towards connector. Oh, he's so dangerous, isn't he? Nothing in the window. How many times will he go back to the well? In the meantime, we've got weird plays off of the balcony through the smoke. There will be trades there. And olofmeister still holding down the short position.
Guardian has saved him, though. He took down Crims, who was pressing on short, so olofmeister only has to look into the site. The bomb will be planted. A 2v4, Exist and Draken. They have positioning. There's not many nades here for the CTs. That's a good defense. olofmeister tries to go in. Exist with a pre-fire through the window. Goes down to Nico. I don't think Draken's been spotted just yet, but of course, there's 3 players for him to kill. Oh, we can't pass the first test in Rain, and FaZe will win an incredibly important round. And more so importantly, they survive with 3.
Just this is crazy. JW 13 for 7. Nico 13 for 6. It's like some players have been putting out massive output, while in the meantime, the other players aren't seeing much of anything and have 3 kills. It's pretty crazy. Nothing makes sense.
Imagine if FaZe were to lose this and go out like this in a 2 maps like the way that these have gone. It's just, how do you even go back in the demo and think, oh well, this was the problem?
Well, I mean, I have to say again, like, I respect the decisions they made early on to start this off in the first place. It's not an easy decision to make, but it's one you have to believe in. I am making the right decision. That's so rare that you see that.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was a great call as well. And those rounds went down to the last man so many times. But Fnatic, it's their turn to be on the pistols on the worst buy. FaZe have earned themselves superiority from a weaponry perspective. Oh, okay, great. That's a nice one. JW predicting perfect prediction of the position there, and he picks up an AK-47.
Guardian spotting players in mid, and Rain's been one digged towards CTA at the same time. But the bomb's in mid, and it's in a connected position. And now look at these trades. Guardian has the angle to stop the bomb from crossing, but never mind. Of course he goes down to the pistols. Now Carrigan with the MP9 stops the bomb from going down. The only place Exist could get shot from in that situation. And of course, that's where he is. He's got the AK now going for the spray. But no, the pistols will prevail. 7-4 Fnatic.
That is enormous. A massive round win there. That, again, cripples the economy for FaZe. They can't... Do they force buy here? Surely they can't. They can't do it. I just don't know what to expect at this point anymore. It's very hard to read, and you can see just a raw frustration there. Again, you know, Loser is out, and this is really wearing on FaZe. You've taken some risks, and it's not gone your way, and you're down a map. That's hard to stomach.
That is something that we do have to continue to impress. As crazy as this is, FaZe will be hanging out in the aquarium if they lose this match. There will be no more Counter-Strike to play. Just shrimp and grits for them. 3-round lead, tactical timeout from FaZe Clan. See frustration starting to settle in on the FaZe Clan side. Guardian has bought himself something special, something shiny, and something very long. This is the way description. He's bought a sniper rifle. Let's just clear that up. He has no Kevlar, though. And let's see what the rest of his team will purchase. Will it be the hero sniper rifle? Because the rest of his team have $2,000, and indeed it will be. He's trying to...
Sorry, go ahead, James.
Cause absolute mayhem in this round.
No, I was just going to say, Fnatic, they're learning from their mistakes, James. They're going for that, just a set piece into A, like screw just spreading out and all that crap. Just go straight in for the play, into the A-bomb site.
He's being teased so much. Look, he's being teased.
Denied.
Okay, Nico. All right, then. P250's enough. He's so patient with the shots. He's done big damage. Can Olofmeister follow up? Not on this occasion. It's Guardian left, 1 versus 3. He has not fired a shot. They have no idea. All they know is pistols. All they know is pistols. Do they try to take CT? Oh, they're going to crab walk in. That's not a surprise they were looking for or expecting. How do they get a guaranteed 2 versus 1? The bomb's just been planted. Does he go for this? Or does he settle? He may be trying to escape here. He doesn't know if somebody's holding an angle from inside jungle. And indeed, he will run away. 3 players taken out. He'll keep the Fnatic money honest. But it is another round in the bag for Fnatic. And FaZe Clan are running out of rounds to lose in this first half.
Okay, a statistic we need to know, James, by the end of this game. Is this the game in which pistols in a professional match have taken the most percentage of kills? Because I feel like we're seeing a lot of pistol kills in this game.
That's a reasonable question, at least for a half.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Oh, man.
He's playing against the buy, and he still only shoots once.
Incredible. Fnatic are up to 8, and once again we're in this situation where FaZe, their backs are against the wall. If they are not to get completely shut out in this first half, they must win this round. They are spending everything. And Fnatic look to do the same round as before, but this time they will be against the rifles. But will it go any different?
Guardian is on CTA. Nico around that jungle position. Olofmeister and Rain on short. So there may be a fast rotation into the A side if they think it's safe, but JW is lurking. Do Fnatic go for that short plant? Guardian around triple. The Molotovs will force him away. But where's the Molotov for Nico's position on the bench? It's fairly standard, and it seems he went to the point of no return. Again, there is a gap in that smoke, but Crims is everywhere. Crims is in the Matrix, and JW will send Olofmeister packing. FaZe are being sent into a stone age with this round. Can they hold on to what they have? They really need to. Fnatic supercharged after Exists. 4K on Dust 2. Draken dying in style. Football flying into the motorway. Getting punctured by Guardian.
The best thing is that on that jump, he just goes straight forward into the reticle, just like. Oh, this is very brutal here for FaZe. Crims, man, what a savage! He was just standing on Palace, and he just, I think.
I think he's just Lord of the Pre-Fire today.
Yeah, I was about to say, just pre-fires that position on the edge of the smoke and then over the top of the stairs. It didn't even seem like his opponents had any idea they were, could possibly die from those positions. So, yeah, Crims is having the... Okay, here it is. Oh, we can see some legs. But this next kill, I'm really curious how this looks from Crims' perspective. Oh my god, it is just pre-fire. That is just incredible. And that's so important. Those 2 kills from Crims instantly shut it down.
It looks like he bounced off the floor.
Yeah.
Anyway, here it is. Last 2 rounds, and they're all going the way of Fnatic at the moment. They have 3 rounds in a row. They've got 6 of the last 8. And those 2 from FaZe have been by defuse, which means Fnatic are having all kinds of success. 2 smokes down in the mid position. 4 players on A for Fnatic. Guardian and Olofmeister looking towards mid.
I love this. FaZe have decided to go towards A, and at the same time, Fnatic, for the 3rd time in a row, are going to run the same play. And that is a lot of mind games. Right now, FaZe are doing this blind. Fnatic tried to distract them and make it not look like they were running this round by just taking middle at the start. But it is A once again, and will it, for another round, be just incredibly successful?
Olofmeister moving up mid. He wants to know where JW is. He's been lurking. He's been a problem for round after round. There is an exchange, but in the meantime, Nico and that P250 causing more problems, but the T's will fight back, as will the CTs. 3 versus 2. JW now rotating back towards T. Olofmeister left with 20 HP, and FaZe Clan have been outmaneuvered. Really, do they sacrifice the AWP here? Guardian needs an early kill. We've got heavily tagged players. Olofmeister looking towards B, coming back towards A. Guardian does not want to go to the point of no return. There's 1 more round to fight for here. And they have so little, well, they have so many big disadvantages that they will move away. Olofmeister will look for something because he currently has next to nothing. P250 alone isn't really worth saving. He wants to pick up a rifle, and Crims looks like he wants to give him one with 2 HP. Olofmeister wants to move away from the bomb now. Save with Guardian. And Fnatic move to double figures. Crims and JW.
Yeah.
Thorns in the side.
They are both playing so well. Like, Crims getting that last kill, I thought he was 100% dead. He's got 2 HP. And he just snaps straight away to Rain, who just suddenly appeared unexpectedly. No problem for Crims. I mean, we know he's fast. And he just continues to prove that over and over again. 10-4. Fnatic are in their element at the moment. This is always such a joy to see when you get to see it.
Don't sleep on JW with a rifle. He has done all kinds of funky things forever. Guardian, he knows his angles, very experienced sniper. Now where Karrigan was just standing, you can shoot through the lip of that wall with a Desert Eagle, with an AWP, maybe an AK as well, not 100% sure. Crims had an opportunity in the previous round when he only had a Deagle. It's worth taking a pot shot every now and then. This time Crims is towards A. Early frag for FaZe Clan. They are well equipped. They've got an AK. Everybody has a rifle of some description. And they have a man advantage. What will JW and Crims do about this?
So this is one of those moments where Fnatic might play it differently than most teams, where you may see JW try to get a pick, where most teams would just say, okay, we lost a man, let's go and try and go together towards the site. And because if he dies here, his teammates are going to really struggle to get back into the round. It's very hard with a 3v5 and no position on the map. And he is going for it, but Karrigan's got the perfect position. He catches JW in the drop. That's not worked at all. It does send some alarm bells ringing, though, towards B, and Fnatic are going to hit A in just a moment.
Oh, he was so close, but now he has conceded his position, and there's not one, but 2 players towards the A site. Nico's making it a 3rd. 2 players in CT, so Fnatic have plenty of problems here, and that makes it even worse. They've got no smoke grenades, and Guardian, he's pissed. Draken does have a smoke, but he's 1 versus 4 now, 20 seconds last round. Time to play for statistics at the very least. Okay, that's a nice shot. 16 seconds to find 3 players. There's no way he's planting the bomb here. Does he go for the wall bang? Looks like he wants to, but he's got to go fast. It's 10 seconds. There's 3 players, Draken. Got to decide on something. Round number 5 for FaZe Clan. Is 5 rounds enough for them to fight with in the second half?
I don't know, James. This game is so hard to predict, but one thing we can see is that Fnatic feel comfortable, and FaZe, they definitely don't feel comfortable in this series, but their experience, their quality is going to have to bring them back into this one. Because this is, who knows how this is going to go. Fnatic are moving into a side, which I would say is probably stronger for them, and many times more than not.
It will be very interesting to see. And it will be starting soon enough. Just a few seconds. We have a tweet from the Mousesports coach. They're watching. The winner of this match will be playing Mousesports. And indeed, it is a very intense and hard pressure match. And he will be hoping that this takes it completely out of whatever team wins. Is a highly regarded coach for that Mousesports side. It'll be interesting to see them play later on. But let's see who can take this one. Again, it's Fnatic and map up at the moment. And JW and Nico have been delivering for their sides, but the lion's share of the sweets have been going to Fnatic.
It's cool to see a graphic where you have JW against Nico like that. That's really cool to see. Again, JW, one of the characters that was, I mean, back of course when Fnatic were very dominant, he had his own complete identity, and since then, it's quieted down somewhat. But obviously out here, he's improved, evolved a lot as a player, and he's ready to bring it. And right now, FaZe might be on the worst end of that. They must win this pistol. They've got to even the score here, and they're going to go for an A play to make it work.
Here you go to Smokes. Crims has already cleared the middle position, so fairly certain there's no flanking player for the time being, but you never know post-plant. The Smokes are down towards jungle. Draken around at bench position, spamming. But the inboxes are closed for the time being. Exist holding down the CT area. There's a flashbang on Karrigan. Where will it go? Towards that CT position. That helps them plant the bomb. But, oh, wow. Exist and Draken getting kills regardless. There's no plan here for FaZe. This would be a disaster if they lost this pistol round.
Still time, still players left alive, still headshots to be delivered. Olofmeister makes things slightly easier, but that bomb indeed just sitting in the middle. And I think FaZe at this point, they've just got to give up on the idea of planting that. They have to frag out, and they're all disconnected from each other, stuck behind various boxes in cover. And same for Fnatic. We've got somewhat of a stalemate at the moment, but FaZe are the ones that have to plant the bomb eventually. They've got the time against them, so that really helps to favor Fnatic in this position. And this is really difficult. No one wants to give up the first kill. Flusher edges his way forwards, but again, the CTs don't have to. There comes the play from Olofmeister. The trade's in. Flusher's in there as well. Down to Guardian. 1 versus 2. He does have time to circumvent these players and rotate around. He's going to go for it, I think. Walking towards the event position, and in the back of the head, Flusher will not allow him to leave. And
in the back.
The worst has happened, James. FaZe have lost the pistol round in the second half.
Jumpy, very happy with that. Will we see a force buy from FaZe? It's a big question. It's a standard force buy, but we really don't know. I mean, on the CT side, when Fnatic have been on the T side and FaZe have force bought, it has been a massive problem. But this is a different scenario now with FaZe as the aggressors on Mirage. This is not going to be easy. They have 2 Deagles, Olofmeister and Nico. Olofmeister looking for one towards B, but Fnatic taking the fight to them. Works out to start with, but now FaZe have a 4 versus 4. Oh, okay, Nico. We've seen him do dirty things, and he continues to be disgusting with this Desert Eagle Dan.
Ouch. That just sums up this game so far, doesn't it? With these pistols, absolutely brutal. And Fnatic start to spread out. They start to take risks. Flusher pushes middle. He knows he's got to do something. Exist will hold the close position. But, well, there comes the backstab, and that is an open A bomb site, so maybe not. JW has something to say about it, but with the UMP, he's got to be cautious. Doesn't do too well at some of those ranges, and instead they must rely on Flusher. Flusher is the man that can win this round back for Fnatic.
Oh, this is so weird, though, because Olof is about to make his way into B and see that nobody's there. That might make Karrigan rotate into Flusher, but Flusher's gone into Palace, which means the bomb might disappear towards the B bomb site, but they don't know what is between A and B. So even if they rotate, they don't know if it's safe. Flusher is alone now versus 3. 45 seconds. What do they do, FaZe Clan? Instead, they will wait, and Olofmeister will clear out the A site from through B. And that is probably the smarter decision, because rotating alone into the unknown would be a complete disaster. Nico's holding the angle. He's the one who could be exposed to Flusher, which means that Flusher would not see the bomb on Karrigan. Olofmeister's gone towards the jungle position, clearing out connector now. The only thing he hasn't checked is CT, but there are 20 seconds. Smoke plant jumping into the smoke. Flusher knows he needs more than that. Is he good for that? Oh, okay. There will be the trade, and FaZe, of course, win a force buy.
Nico with the quad kill. That's pretty impressive. It's this second shot, though, that really makes things awkward. Wow, and with the kill of Draken there, that just destabilizes everything, and Nico does not stop. And Flusher, you know, dropping down into Shadow after the first kill, I thought was a very smart move, and Nico was very ready for even that, so...
Some frustration from JW, but you are playing against some of the absolute best players in the world, and we've seen it time and time again with these Desert Eagles. They've got the skills, they are capable, but both these teams have been winning Force Buys, and again, Dan, more pistol rounds, more pistol kills. Who knows what those stats will say. FaZe well-equipped and maybe more ready for the anti-Force Buy rounds. They are on the back foot, though. And this is a weird situation where you can't afford to make mistakes because of the score. And do you overplay your advantage, play the round too slow? Perhaps not, because FaZe are looking good for a B split here.
We can have a fast rotation from Fnatic. They've got 3 players that are fast to respond. They are going to just run in, though, so perhaps no warning. Needed a quick kill from JW. Perhaps there. Oh, the Deagle comes in from Flusher. There's one. They are slowing down here. Some frags, some damage is being done by Fnatic. They're causing all kinds of problems. They are a nuisance, but the nuisance will be wiped out by Nico once again. He's good for 3. And my God, if you look at the health of these FaZe players, this could absolutely have gone the other way.
If Draken, I mean, Draken will probably just wait for an exit, but if he had no armor and just had a pistol and he's like, he may still wait for the exit, but if he went for it, who knows how much damage he might do. Nico, 24 for 12. He is refusing to lose this game of Mirage. And perhaps Fnatic can look at that anti-Force Buy round and how quickly FaZe took so much map control and learn one potentially successful option, because I think every single one failed on that first half.
What a crazy game so far. We might start to see a dose of normalcy, James, because FaZe actually converted, and they defeated the Force Buy. Of course, Draken will survive with the CZ, but that's fine. And now Fnatic have to save to have an AWP, but that should bring us to around 8 rounds for FaZe, and they'll be quite close to evening up the score with Fnatic. And you know, we'll start to see some AWPs, we'll start to see some regular Mirage, which I don't know if I want that or not, because this has been amazing. So many weird situations, like a 1v3 where everyone's rotating into you, like, you know, most recently. It's very rare you see stuff like that too.
Fnatic with 4 USPs and the CZ75 that Draken had in the previous round, along with his Kevlar. Now let's see how FaZe deal with this anti-eco. Showing some presence early. Minute 30 on the clock, and they're all heading towards the A side. Question is, how do they get through the choke points? When it was FaZe on the USP eco, they were all in the window, something which is reasonably common, but you might forget about considering how all the other rounds of this match had gone. Again, there's a gap in the lower smoke here. That's quite a big gap. So let's see what FaZe Clan can do. Molotovs, they are being thorough in their approach to this site.
Yeah, the gap is an interesting idea because it might be something that does force mistakes. And Crims does get a kill, but again, against these AKs, the open ranges, we've got Nico on a great vantage point. Indeed, everything will be fine. But yeah, I think it is interesting because a lot of teams, you know, as a CT side, they'll wait until the smokes go away, and then they'll come in for a retake with nades. But with the gaps, maybe they do think, as you say, it's a bait, and maybe someone does go for a play, and then you get that extra kill as the tease, and it's going to solidify your position. If you know the gap is there, it's...
Yeah, that was a big gap, though, so I don't know if it was the CT just blocking it deliberately.
Yeah.
But I do think it's interesting if CTs, for example, see it coming in and put a Molotov there, depending on how they're holding mid and so on. But anyway, it looks like Fnatic will be pulling out the buy now. We've got the M4s being collected by the CT side, but they'll be limited on grenades. It won't be the most fantastic situation for them. And indeed, Nico is looking unstoppable at the moment. And he still just clicks once. Doesn't really go for the... I mean, he had a 3-man spray down, but he's not afraid to one-click if he is in a 1-versus-1 duel. Something which his teammates find hard to watch, but he delivers time and time again.
Absolutely. And Fnatic are in a horrible situation. They've got very limited utility with this buy. No AWP, and a quick play. That might be exactly what Fnatic need. They found the bomb straight away. Nico delivering once again. Draken goes for the preemptive peek. Crims now from the stairs position. where he's so very well known, but I don't think even he can hold this, falling back behind the safety of smoke. And this is a bad look for Fnatic.
Bomb has been dropped, spotted on the site, which means Flusha can start to move in, but Karrigan has an off angle for the rotation, which means only 2 Fnatic players can be activated on the site itself. Flusha in the window now, Karrigan making his way down, but Flusha has the angle if Karrigan goes into connector, but he peeks early, and now we've got 2 CTs on the site. Nico trying to do what he can, smoke down on the site as the CTs move in to more awkward angles, and JW will take Nico down. Karrigan has just under a minute for this 1 versus 2. He could be coming from a number of places. JW looking towards CT spawn. He has no idea where Karrigan may enter from, but seeing nobody, that's a long range. So now they can focus on jungle, connector, palace, and ramp. Still a lot of places. Now, where does Karrigan think these players are likely to be? I think Chris is, oh, there we go. Elevates himself, traps himself as well, but he gets the kill. Round number 12 for Fnatic. They're only 4 rounds away from a 2-0 of FaZe Clan.
Yeah, and it was, Crimson JW, the 2 players that have been... I mean, for Nico's carry of FaZe, the answer on Fnatic is both JW and Crims having a very good game. And so we're seeing Fnatic take the lead here, but there is enough money for a strong buy, so FaZe can answer back.
We are on round 21, and Nico is 3 rounds away from 30 frags. And they're still losing by 4 rounds, FaZe Clan, unfortunately for them. And again, the loser goes home. They're mapped down, they're 4 rounds down, and the loser will go home. Security are on standby. They will be escorted from the premises.
And if it wasn't for Nico, maybe it would already be over. I mean, that 4K where he gets 3 1-deeks, for example, that was quite an incredible way to win a round and bring your team back into it. And, Fnatic are loving it at the moment. But they're on a scout instead of the AWP, so that might be an advantage that FaZe have, because FaZe have that AWP onto Guardian. And FaZe, they need a round win here. Crims, one of the most, if not the most iconic player on the stairs position.
Guardian not being given any targets in the middle position for the time being. And Nico lurking towards T-ramp. 3 players top mid for FaZe Clan. Crims being active. Draken waiting in the window, I believe. Flusha on short. JW jump peeking the apps. Fnatic just waiting, biding their time, not doing anything crazy. Although, did Flusha see that player by the chair position? It is Rain. He's in the corner now, but... Oh, Guardian, he's walking scoped in. And he'll be smoked off. Draken will hear the scope now. He can tell his teammates that there is a sniper very close in that short position. Flusha and JW falling to the back of the B bomb site in case of a burst through the smoke.
Yeah, there's a time here for FaZe, a window where they can make moves, but as soon as the smokes start to dissipate, things get very awkward. So it's very key that they move in and they have a good timing. Go straight into this site, but they line up for Flusha, and JW peeks out wide as well, gets one. Although the trades will follow. 3 versus 3, 30 seconds left. Flusha still nibbling at them with that scout, but finally he's going to be taken down. But that bomb is in no man's land. There's no time to be waiting for the peeks here from the CTs. They have to go for it. They have to take action.
They have no idea where the CTs are. They're both in the market position. 15 seconds. Olofmeister's the one with the flashes, so we can't even throw one in the window. He's the one who's got to pick it up. Draken has an angle around those flames, and Nico has to plant the bomb. He's got to commit. It's 1 frag for him. Does he commit to it? He's going for the elimination. Exists coming towards the window. The crouch peek. Oh my God. Balls of absolute steel. 13 rounds for Fnatic. Heart in mouth situation. No fear from Exist. The crouch peek was enormous. Karrigan is taking a moment.
Nico had time to plant as well, so he actually made the gamble. He knew that, obviously, well, the thing is...
It's a 50-50.
Yeah, because the other player's so close to him, and it's so hard to know, is he going to peek straight away? Will he run up and punish me for planting? Will I have time to draw my gun? And so the surest thing was to just go for the fight, and he went for it.
No fear.
And this time, Fnatic once again delivered. My God, what a game of Mirage. What a game for Fnatic.
That is not an easy decision to make, to come off that bomb with 4 seconds on the clock, when you can at least guarantee the bomb plant. Although, I mean, that's not good enough. But if the guy doesn't show, that's the round over.
Yep. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay.
And that's why these guys are on this team. The hard decisions, the skill. And plenty of other reasons as well. We've got some fast smoke grenades. Okay, where are these going? Because normally these will be towards a short position, but they are for the isolation of the short player, and FaZe Clan are charging up the short position. We've seen this one before, but this one's a lot more successful so far. Gaps in the smoke, but that will allow them to see through. Everything getting quiet now. They have no idea what's going on, Fnatic. Exist is going towards A. Flush is about to leave the market position. They had no clue about this.
They're going to need some incredible kills from this window position. Flusher delivers 2. That might be enough. The bomb will be slowed as well. It's still on the floor, and in the 4 versus 3, FaZe feel pressure to try to find kills. So they know the CTs can be very, very close, and the bomb has still not been collected. So much time has been bought by Flusher. Can you believe the work that he has done from that window position? Fnatic, they look strong for this retake.
FaZe, they need frags. They want frags. They have... Well, they had one flashbang. It's come and gone. They're on the site. They don't have position to get kills. They've picked up a second rifle, which will most certainly help, and they will commit to the bomb plant. Crim's top mid, Exist on short, Draken on short as well. Nico, again, he's just got to frag out. He's got no grenades. They're going for the boost. Doesn't see the head. He does, but he doesn't get the kill. There are 3 players there.
With the 2 left here for FaZe now. Guardian with an AK, Carrigan with a UMP. It is not a good look. CT's surrounding them. Just Carrigan with a UMP. What the hell do you do with this? And he's going to try to push forwards. And he does find one player, but it is surely a matter of time. And indeed, Fnatic will surround him, take him down, and defuse the bomb. 14 for Fnatic, 2 away from moving on in this tournament. 2 away from kicking FaZe from it. Oh, wow, these 2 kills.
So key. I can't believe, A, how fast FaZe got into that position, and B, Fnatic didn't even know they were there. They had no idea.
Yeah.
They had no idea. They thought it was a fake. But still, they come out on top. Big plays from Flusher. Not the first time we've seen him deliver in a high-pressure situation for his team. The bomb plant is crucial for FaZe Clan. They have a decision to make. Do they force buy with some AKs here and there, or do they eco and play against match point for the entirety? Of course they go for the force buy. You'll see it in a second. Got big shots from the coaches. Nico, 28 frags, just 2 away from a 30 bomb, but it's not enough.
Wow, JW actually has more ADR, which is interesting, but both players obviously playing lights out at the moment to help their team bring this to a W. And gets Nico blocked off from any forward peeks. There's a lot of CTs close to this slope, and it could be perfect because we're going to get a burst from the Palace position from FaZe. They are going for something very aggressive here. Draken will deliver 1. They know the setup. They know that he's there, but Exist will get a multi-kill. 2 players left for FaZe.
Nico and Carrigan, only one has a rifle. Of course, it's Nico. He has no idea where it's safe to plant. They have no grenades whatsoever. There's nobody in CT, but how can they possibly try to plant? Down goes Carrigan. It's down to Nico. He gets the bomb down. 1 versus 2 now. JW and Flusher. They've only seen one of these 2 players. Where is he going to go? He could be in so many different places. Fnatic have to respect Nico, and that will cause a slow approach. Still both in connector. Both with a diffuse kit. They've got a smoke. Could go towards Palace. Could go towards the bomb. Clearing out positions. Nico may hit JW, and that's the 1 versus 1 now. Flusher around the smoke, and he can't do it! Not this time. Nico, once again, the hero for his team. That's the 30 bomb for him as well.
2 HP. He survived with 2. Oh, you can't get it closer than that. Oh my god. If you want it to come down to Nico, it does. And Flusher knows exactly what he's going to do. He knows what Flusher's going to do. They're both going to wide peek around that smoke. Oh my god.
Exhale.
2 HP.
That man needs a Thai massage.
Oof. He needs a lot more than that, James. We've got USPs for Fnatic, though, so there is time for some level of calm, perhaps. But maybe, well, maybe not. This match, there should be no calm in any situation. The USPs have been dangerous. And I don't think I've said that before in a professional match at Counter-Strike. You've got to watch out for the USPs, James. All right. Okay, so everything's calm. Everything's good for FaZe. Danger has been abated. There is no danger from Fnatic at the moment.
JW's alive. There's always danger. Always. Look at this angle. olofmeister has to look to his left and to his right, which might mean he looks the wrong way. You've got to look deep one way or another, and often there will be compromise. JW is alive, there is danger. He is rotating as fast as he can. Draken trying to take a forward approach to this, using the pillars as best he can, but he can't do much. But he can buy a few precious seconds. Crim's in a connector position, down he goes. JW now versus 4. There's plenty of time on the clock and plenty of FaZe clan members to take it to double figures. Speaking of double figures, Nico 32-4-15 now. They are only 4 rounds away.
Yeah, I was wondering whether JW should save that AK because Draken's on $3,600, so that AK could have allowed Draken to have a rifle and full nades as well as JW, but now Draken's going to the auto shotgun. But in this tournament so far, he's been the player I've seen have the most success with it, so he obviously feels comfortable buying that. And we'll see whether that works for Fnatic. FaZe have had a similar response to Fnatic on that T side, just going for these set pieces. Wow. Nico stuck in a corner, not much he can do. It's up to Karrigan, the in-game leader, to keep Fnatic off of match points. And he's got 1, 2 more to go. It is a hell of a task, and they're on the bomb. What can he do? The flash goes out. Karrigan can't quite make it in time, and that's 15 rounds for Fnatic.
They didn't have a defuse kit. He got so close, but ultimately denied. What a tight round. Match point Fnatic. The loser goes home.
That run from Karrigan to stop the defuse, that's like a moment in rugby where you got that guy making the run all the way to the end zone and just gets dropped just shy of it. And Fnatic, they look so confident, James. They have not looked like they've dropped composure in any point in this game.
Nico with the AWP, perhaps playing his spawn. He's got a forward one, and there's a massive frag on Draken. They're charging up the mid position now. Flush is going to have a look from the shorts area. Nico will not overextend. If he goes any further, he will be exposed to the toll booth position, which you can be peeked from. But of course, Draken was the sniper, and he was taken down in mid. Unlikely to be a second one, perhaps, in a round such as this, with how the money's gone back and forth.
Nico playing with a good spawn, playing with emotion in that frag. Aggression in a desperate situation. The playmaker.
What in the blazes was that?
Crims, man, he is fast. We've done the maths, we've done the tests. He is very fast. And Guardian will take down Flusher, Exist out of it as well. Nico, he does not want to allow his team out of this tournament. He'll do everything in his power. He will take the AWP, he will go in first. Everywhere with that AWP. And he will win the round by himself. 3 kills for him in this one, and Fnatic, do they have anything left in the tank?
Nico has 36 frags. His tank is as big as a small country. JW trying to hold on to the AWP, and he's being searched for by FaZe Clan. What an unbelievable performance. No matter what happens, I mean, a lot of people are playing lights out. The Crim's doing dirty things, but Nico is really towing the line in this match. There goes the sniper rifle. That is a loss bonus reset. There is a huge opportunity here for FaZe Clan. Huge.
Again, just if you just die on that peak, if you die on that first peak, you know there's an AWP there. If you die on that first peak, your team is likely losing the rounds. That's a huge advantage to give up.
Fnatic barely have money for meatballs in IKEA, but they've gone for the force buy. We've got 5 CZs coming out, the odd grenade here and there. We've seen matches won with buys like this before. Fnatic will focus on the mid area. Crimson exists, and there we go. Draken off to a start immediately, taking olofmeister down in the underpass. And now there's no map control towards apps, and JW's instantly moving through the apps because of that frag. Karrigan's got the bomb, and all he can do is just look at the entrance to apps, just staring at a door. He's staring at a door, Dan.
Guardian's under pressure. That Molotov might force him out. There's a smoke to try to get out into position. They're going to charge him down. He's able to defend against 1, but eventually gets taken out. Long-range spray from Rain. That is good for 2. JW creeps from the palace, though, from the apartments, that is, and he is sought after by Karrigan. Very good game sense, and
I thought it was over. I thought it was over. Draken did as well. He punched the desk when he went down. We've seen Mad punching on the desk. I need to see this again. How can you be this good at the game?
Oh, wow.
How is that?
That's impressive.
What's wrong with you?
Okay, so one more save for Fnatic.
Go out sometimes. Take a walk in the park. You shouldn't be able to kill like that, Dan. That's not normal.
All right, pistols again for Fnatic, just a lowly CZ in the hands of Draken. So can't, well, I mean, I guess you should just throw expectation out the window with this one. Nico will whiff a shot. I haven't seen that too much in this game, but he's got rifle support in Karrigan, so he is fine. He's defended, and it was all a plan. And they will just clean up these USPs. Fnatic always dangerous. The next round, they will have a pretty strong buy. They've really made sure that they can have that AWP out. Right now, Draken has $3,300, so...
No, he's going to be $50 short. He's going to have 4,700. The AWP is 4,750.
No, they'll get $2,400. He's got $3,300 right now.
Oh, 50. Okay, I'm back in the room.
You made me like really double check my math there. I was like, hang on.
Quick maths.
Like slow math, very, yeah, not definitely.
Moving swiftly on. Flusher is alone with the USP. He's alone, Dan. He's calling, but no one's picking up. He's alone. You have to wonder if Fnatic are starting to heat up, literally, because FaZe Clan are closing in on them.
It has been a struggle the whole time for FaZe, though, in this game of Mirage. Oh, that's a beautiful find. Wow. Very nice to fly. That's an extra $300.
They're closing in, man. FaZe Clan are the UK police, and Flusher's Julian Assange. He's in the embassy, Dan. But the doors are opening. The doors are being prized open by the UK police, and there it is. He's out. He's gone. The round is over. Well, here we go. 5,700. Excuse me in my maths. I was good at maths once upon a time. Here we go. Another match point for Fnatic. It has been 3 rounds in a row. 36 kills for Nico. And there's more play in this game of Counter-Strike.
Yeah. The AWP's out on Draken. We won't see a single defuse kit, though. It seems like that could potentially be an oversight. It's very difficult. Their economy's stretched, and their grenade count is very low. And FaZe playing a passive default here, looking to go for a delayed mid-take, one would expect. And we see a lot of fast openings from them, so switching up the pace like this could be very effective. Fnatic, we know they like to push, and so FaZe are making sure that that is not going to catch them off guard in the early rounds. The tension here is just ridiculous. Oh, man.
That's why you don't have the apex of your jump visible. You jump early, you peak late, so maybe you get away with it, just as JW did. They're smoking apartments now, and he will have some spray as FaZe approach the top of the middle position. Karrigan, Guardian, Rain, and the bomb. All off towards B-Apps. Nico towards A-Ramp. Unclear as to where FaZe Clan want to end up. We have smokes going towards the connector position. This could allow them to move up to the short area as they look to smoke the window off again.
Oh, wow. So many smokes active at the moment. This really denies so much information. Exist and Draken on that A site exist, especially in very committed positions. One solitary grenade left for Fnatic, one flashbang.
But look at the rotation from Fnatic because of JW. He has cleared out all of B-Apps. Of course, it's JW. Would you expect anything else? Fnatic, they know they have the information, but can they get the frags? It's the AKs on FaZe, and that is a problem in itself. Draken Molotov from his position, blinds now. JW's got his skates on, but will Nico expect? He will. Nico's going to check. He's going to check. This is a massive flank from JW, but he's got a better angle. And now FaZe Clan have problems.
Yeah, with that kill, they actually should go for it, but oh, that is so solid from Guardian. Another one comes in. It's looking terrible. The Guardian cannot be stopped. JW has to turn tail and run because their money has been annihilated. Guardian, when he gets in the zone, it is scary to behold the flicks. And JW, he might not even survive this. Barely takes down Rain and tries to duck into the apartments, but no reload for you, sir. Will be denied, and we must be going to overtime this game, James. It seems like this game is destined for as many overtimes as possible.
This may be one of the games of the year on Mirage. The crazy way this started out. Trivia, the window that JW jumped into at the end of that round, you used to be able to jump on that and kind of half see through it. It was a bug, which was long nerfed. Now let's have a quick look. 37 frags
Oh
for
my
Nico.
God.
Can he take it to 40 in regulation? This is his last
37.
opportunity. 2-1-2 set up from the CT side. Now, perhaps FaZe can breathe just the one sigh of relief if they can take this round. Look at the buy from Fnatic, though. Double Scout, Deagle, Max Heaven, CZ. This buy is absolute arse, and it's a hairy one.
You're kidding me, man. All right. The Scouts, I mean, we've seen it on Dust 2. Did a pretty good job for FaZe, but FaZe, they have Guardian, and he is a dab hand with those. Another slow round. Both these teams just going to the slowest of rounds, and there's so much tension. Fnatic have almost no information here. This is the deepest peak they have, and there's some legs. Got to be so careful. JW just sits in the angle there. It was Olofmeister, it's not Guardian with that AWP, so it's hard for Olofmeister to, without a zoom, to really fight back from that position.
Ooh, Nico was almost, okay, he was just checking. I thought he was rotating the bomb towards A on his own, but no, he's going towards the B bomb site. Harrigan and Guardian in position now. That's a huge frag from them. The Molotov will slow them down, but there's no reaction from Crimson exist, which means it's a 5 versus 2 if Draken makes his way into the market. That is very good odds for FaZe. JW with the scout, but he's tagging numerous players here. Has he run out? How does he get that kill? That's impossible, surely. He's still alive. 4 versus 3. Now the rotation's coming in for the CT side. Has opportunity gone for FaZe Clan? Surely not like this. 2 versus 4, 20 seconds. This is not the round they lose. No way. Nico and Rain. JW still around the site, though. He's dancing. Nico sees him. Can he get the kill, though? Finally, JW goes down, but now it's Nico alone. Again, it's down to Nico. Exist. Moving in, and that's going to be that at the very end. 16-14 for Fnatic. Unreal game of Counter-Strike, and FaZe are out.
I don't know how you analyze that one, so it's going to be pretty interesting to hear the analyst desk after that one. But Fnatic, I just love the composure from them, and just to see Crims going off, to see JW having a fantastic game, Exist settling in, everyone pulling their weight is so encouraging. But what an incredible upset, and it couldn't have been done in a more incredible way. It's going to be a break from us here, but indeed we'll be back very soon with the thoughts of the desk, so stay with us.